Okay, let's talk about whether Bitcoin is a bubble or not. Recently, I was looking at an article on CNBC, and the headline here says, "People are taking out mortgages to buy Bitcoin." It also says people are doing equity lines on their credit card to purchase Bitcoin. Also, there are people, if I go on my Facebook feed, there are people that I know that are friends of mine that have no interest in investing whatsoever, and they are buying Bitcoin, they are talking about Bitcoin, they are hyping up Bitcoin. So if we look at bubbles in the past, and now granted Bitcoin is relatively new, so we're not going to see a bubble in specifically Bitcoin. So if we look at the stock market and bubbles that have formed in the stock market and the subsequent crashes that occurred after that, a good example is in 2000 there was a dot-com boom, essentially a bubble in the stock market, and right after that there was a crash. During that time, there were these same exact considerations. People were quitting their job to trade the stock market. People at school, at work, everybody was talking about the stock market and how great these, technology stocks were that were not actually earning any money. So now if we go back to Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, you have these individuals that have no interest in investing, no knowledge of investing, that are swearing up and down that Bitcoin is the best thing going. And you have people taking out loans, taking out credit card loans, mortgaging their house, all for Bitcoin. This is a classic sign of a bubble, and I'm not saying don't invest in Bitcoin. If you have some money you can afford to lose and you want to risk that money in Bitcoin, that is 100% okay to do. But you have to understand that there is a risk you are going to lose that money. The second question with Bitcoin is, how do you know when the right time is to sell? The stock market, you have a history of how a company has done, how they've performed in different times in the market, how different macroeconomic factors have impacted that company. You don't have any of that with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is all the rage now because the media and word of mouth from other individuals is fueling the fire and making more and more people buy, which is causing the prices of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to skyrocket. Another issue I see with Bitcoin is there's all these different, there's Litecoin, there's Bitcoin, there's all these different marketplaces that are popping up that are basically subdividing where you invest. How do you know which one is better than the other one? There's no track record. These companies, many of them are relatively small and new, and they honestly can't handle the growth and the demand that so many individuals being interested in investing in these, in utilizing these marketplaces. They just can't handle it. They don't have the structure. There is countless stories of people's accounts getting hacked and losing their Bitcoin, and there's no way to recover them. Once they're gone, they're gone. You've lost them. There's no protection. It is really the Wild West. And, there are some good qualities of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And long term, they may be a great investment, but there are so many unknowns, so many issues, so many things that, there's no regulations, there's no control, there's no history of how they perform. There's no there's none of these protections, and some of that is really a benefit of having a cryptocurrency or a Bitcoin. But at the same time, there's benefits, there's negatives. You have to be able to weigh those, and you have to be able to only risk money that you can afford to lose. Alright, thanks for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment below. I'll be sure to answer your question. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.